Are you turning 65 in 2026 or helping someone who is? Feeling a bit overwhelmed by Medicare's alphabet soup? Don't worry, I've got you with a few pro tips for good measure. Today we're unlocking Medicare enrollment for 2026. Everything you need to know in plain English. We'll talk when to enroll so you don't get hit with penalties, new Medicare perks in 25-26 like cheaper drug costs, what's up with telehealth after 2025, and more. By the end, you'll feel empowered and ready to tackle Medicare head on. And oh, I've even put together a free Medicare enrollment prep kit for you. So stick around for the details on how to grab that. Now let's dive in and demystify Medicare. The initial enrollment period, also known as IAP, is your first and best chance to enroll in Medicare. It's a 7-month window. It starts 3 months before the month you turn 65, includes your birthday month, and ends 3 months after. For example, if you turn 65 in June, your enrollment window runs through March 1st through September 30th. Enroll during this time, and your Medicare Part A and B coverage can kick in as soon as you're eligible. No delays. In fact, if you enroll before or during your birthday month, coverage starts the first day of the month you turn 65. And thanks to a recent change, even if you sign up during or after your birthday month, your coverage now begins the first of the month after you enroll. That's a big improvement. No more waiting 2 to 3 months like folks had to do before 2023. Missed your enrollment window? It happens. Maybe you were busy. Maybe life got in the way. The general enrollment period is your safety net. It runs every year from January 1st to March 31st. In the past, if you procrastinated, you had to wait until July for coverage. Not anymore. Now when you sign up during that window, your coverage begins the first day of the month after you enroll. So if you apply in January, your Medicare starts February 1st. Keep in mind though, late enrollment penalties may apply if you delayed Part B without other coverage. Those Part B penalties stick with you, so it's best to avoid them by enrolling on time. Good news, not everyone needs to sign up at 65. If you're still working at 65 or your spouse is, and you have health insurance through that job, you can delay Medicare without penalty. When that job or coverage ends, you get an 8-month special enrollment period to sign up for Part B and Part A if needed. That SEP starts when your employment or employer coverage ends. No late penalty, no stress. Other SEPs exist too, like if you lose Medicaid or move out of the plan's area. The bottom line, if you had credible coverage, like a decent employer plan, you won't be punished for enrolling after 65. Just remember to act promptly once that coverage ends. And if you're not sure, you can always call Medicare or your local shift counselor to clarify, also known as State Health Insurance Assistant Program. So recap. Mark your calendar for that 7-month enrollment window around your 65th birthday. If you miss it, use the January-March general enrollment period. And if you're working or otherwise covered, know your special enrollment rights. Planning ahead equals peace of mind. Now for some exciting changes that will save you money. Medicare has gotten a refresh thanks to recent laws, and 2025 and 2026 pack some goodies for your wallet, especially when it comes to prescriptions and preventive care. For the first time ever, Medicare Part D drug plans have a true out-of-pocket maximum. In 2025, you won't pay more than $2,000 in a year for covered prescription drugs. In 2026, that cap nudges up slightly to $2,100. This is huge. Previously, there was no hard cap. People on expensive drugs kept paying and paying. Not anymore. Once you've paid your $2,100 in 2026, you're done paying for drugs that year. Medicare and your plan cover the rest. Imagine the relief of not facing unlimited drug costs. If you or a loved one relies on insulin, listen up. Medicare now caps insulin copays at $35 a month for each insulin prescription, and that continues in 2026. This applies to insulin covered by your Part D plan and to traditional insulin pumps under Part B. And that $35 cap even bypasses the deductible. You pay at most $35 from day one of your coverage. All vaccines recommended by the CDC for adults like shingles, tetanus, flu, COVID boosters, pneumonia are $0 under Medicare Part D. That means in 2026, you can schedule your shots without worrying about surprise bills. Here's a historic first. Medicare is finally allowed to negotiate some drug prices starting in 2026. What does that mean for you? Medicare picked 10 high-cost medications medications like Januvia and Eliquis and bargain down the prices. Those new negotiated prices kick in January 2026. If you take one of these, you could see a nice drop in your pharmacy costs. More drugs will be negotiated in the years that follow. Let's say you have a pricey drug and you usually hit that out-of-pocket cap early in the year. Paying all that in 1 or 2 months can be tough. Enter the Medicare Prescription Payment Plan. Starting in 2025, this voluntary program lets you spread out your out-of-pocket drug cost over the calendar year instead of paying big lump sums. You opt in with your drug plan, and when you pick up your meds, you pay nothing at the pharmacy counter. Instead, your plan bills you monthly, no interest or fees. In 2026, if you're already enrolled in this plan, you'll automatically stay enrolled unless you opt out. If you switch plans, you'll need to opt in again. It doesn't reduce your total cost, it just helps you budget better. By now, many of us have gotten comfortable seeing the doctor from our couch, right? Telehealth became a lifeline during the pandemic, and Medicare expanded its coverage. So what's happening in 2026? Through at least September 30th, 2025, Medicare will continue to cover telehealth visits from anywhere, including your home. But unless Congress extends it, starting October 1st, 2025, Medicare's telehealth policy is set to revert to pre-pandemic rules. That means you'll generally need to be in a rural area and at a qualifying medical facility to have telehealth cover. In other words, no more coverage for telehealth from your living room if you're in a city or suburb. But there are exceptions. Mental health services can still be done from home anywhere in the U.S., and some emergency or specialized services like kidney dialysis check-ins or stroke evaluations will also be covered from anywhere. I know that's a bummer, but Medicare Advantage plans might still offer extra telehealth benefits on their own. Some providers in special Medicare programs might too, so check with your doctor and your plan. Fingers crossed Congress extends the flexibilities. For now, just plan ahead. And remember, mental health visits via telehealth will remain covered from home. That rule isn't changing. All right, let's recap. Mark your initial enrollment period 7 months around your 65th birthday. Know your options if you're still working. Take advantage of the new benefits, the $2,100 cap on drug costs, the $35 insulin, free vaccines, and negotiated drug prices. Use the prescription payment plan if you need it. Watch for changes to telehealth, especially if you live in a city. And remember that mental health care via video stays covered. You've learned a lot today. Give yourself some credit. Medicare can feel intimidating, but knowledge is power, and you've got this. Before you go, I made you something, a free Medicare enrollment prep kit. It's a printable checklist with key dates and tips to walk you through everything, like having a friend who geeks out on Medicare, helping you plan it all out. Click the link in the description or pinned comment to download it. If this video helped, please give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe for more Medicare clarity. Drop your questions in the comments. I'm here to help. Thanks for watching. You've earned these benefits, so go use them. Until next time, take care and happy enrolling. Wherever you're going next, travel smart, protect what matters, and live boldly. I'll see you in the next one.